Alright, today is yet another beautiful day the Lord has made for you and I. Mejidisa adumni asheye into Onyankopon aduminu mi na ye ho. Eye wisha mo akwa sonko ede over possible TVGH. Meeting Eddie Francis Achu aka Possible. When him said ye di candidate efa manyon se mo etwago e man Ghana mu na Possible TV nya bi no. Of course yes no kran nkwan nya ye no said e be ya obeti ana so be hwe wi no ahia bibi e de afim. Me no ka se audio ba ko bia drop we need you kan me pese me se wadaje. You know how we do it.
Don't tell me, say, I am attacking Bawumia. How dare you? Muamugu social media. Masa, Mupe baby infa attacking why? Attacking why? When I'm attacking John Mahama Diamonte, when I am saying something to former President Mahama Diamonte, I'm attacking Bawumia. Are you sure? Absolutely rubbish. Nonsense. This is what you've done in this country for 30 solid years. We're going nowhere. 30 solid years, we ain't going nowhere. We are still where we are. Why can't you tell your leaders the truth? When the first vice president was telling John Mahama and then you think the same first chronicle of event is not applicable to him. How dare you? Go and do your worst. You think somebody care? Wherever I may find myself in anywhere in this global world, I will tell the Ghanaians the truth. And some fun kwana mutu na mudie o mani bebi akona ya mufe yariye ene yariye. Tell yourselves a Ghana mumi enkanchire ho say na prophet kan minus us into 100 and can't me hu say bebre ma sene sa before me be show we bebre asane sene dia ma me nti say wo sene am say wo sene am me say 190 countries akwa me biti Kweku come but try TV so na kasa 190 countries acquire me to go and say it in defense. Me, you think so? Who say me a dumb? Me a dumb boo. But can't go natural mo. She Singapore, omudi free. They walk steps by step from third world economy to first world. Singapore na feni. Go and check the mineral deposit or in Nyoma, Singapore for more. Na be check isi ye de na saying. Eni amamu ye sembe no. This is what the vice president told you and I, that is a solid team. Where are the solid team? Look, nobody tried deceiving. Obi and deceive you, Obi ao. Adeba come to me or my way, minus me, because me come and nekre. Except that the Drew baby no inipa per se come and nutum. But you be kind of the MPP government, not the party. The government must be told in plain words. You lied to Ghanaians. You deceived them. And you have even deceived the MPP as a party, the government. The solid team no more. As vice president was saying it, solid team no more. As they see, no vice president no cast same way. No, it's a vice president assuming without admitting. I don't know if he is to step in to contest elections. Vice President Bawumia, as a man, I will catch the Ghana for. Ediaba some. And I will catch me Kweku Annan some medie. Me too dear ye. And also son of Kronos Mam in Kancho. I will tell you. I will tell you. You failed. You have failed. Notwithstanding this, somebody also in the same circle retreated the position that Ghana will not and cannot go to IMF. Ghana cannot find her way at the doorstep of the IMF. Or say Ghana, the IMF, the young koda, ye three mu tie young koda. Who said this and why? Listen to him.
But I can tell you, as my colleague, Deputy Minister said, we are not going to the IMF. Whatever we do, we are not. The consequences are there. We are a proud nation. We have the resources. We have the capacity. Don't let anybody tell you. Like when Joshua, Caleb, and 10 others went to spy on the promised land. And only 2 of them came to say that we can do it. And the 10 went around the community murmuring, you can't, We are not people of short sight, you know. And we have to move on. Okay, so let's think of us as who we are, a proud, strong people, the shining star of Africa, and we have the capacity to do what we want to do. If only we can speak that one language and ensure that we burden share in the issues ahead.
Did you hear that? So what went wrong? Sa no kro we ya yentimi nka nkyere ye ho. Sa ne kro we a yentimi nka nkyere ye ho as a nation, as a state. All the time, let's conceal the truth. Let's conceal. Oh, hey, kataso, and then no. 30 solid years. 30 years so, and fiasa muse de biasa. We've done this to ourselves all through to it. Obiafa and Wedi. The Ghana as a state continue to crawl. But you see, now, Yempo, now we are there. We are at the doorstep of IMF. A maverick politician be Kasimbi, na anubi. Na nisem kemu no, na wo finance minister ya baso. Why are there pa? Or your reference to the fact that finance minister no kra no, wo baby a ne ho mfa no de. But the finance minister no amanemuso. It was a lovely commendation. But he put a caveat. Caveat no de toast no. Owe no say hey. But then any government biara obeye move to IMF no. He failed. You see, as to whether or not say he was predicting this day or not, I don't know what he knew. Meaning what he saw. But then maybe say the government said there is something in the making. And politician Ben or Kansas. Listen to this.
But if I hear some people argue that we should go to IMF, any government that goes to IMF has failed. And we haven't failed for the good works that we have done in this country. You should applaud Ken Oforiatta. He's not well, but still, yesterday I heard them in war. All in the name of the country. Please. But if I hear some people argue that we should go to IMF, any government that goes to IMF has failed. And we haven't failed for the good works that we have done in this country. You should applaud Ken Oforiatta. He's not well, but still, yesterday I heard them in war. All in the name of the country. Please.
Yes. One of the things that is synonymous with people who always would tell the truth is always to ensure that they will eat back their words. Eating back their words means that they will go back and say what they said the last time. On Sisana no. And the caveat no de tosono was an alarm bell to the decision makers to understand what possibly should be in the making. Omofadi eduma. And now na news in the bias. Okay, finally, the bell is out there. Papa, yeko IMF. Now tonight he has an advice for them. Advice Ben or Demom. Take a listen to his advice.
Going to IMF. Trust me. You're sitting here and you're smiling. IMF, what are we going to say again? Somebody texted me, don't say anything about IMF. Me, I shouldn't say anything about IMF. I will say it. I will say it. You know, going into IMF is just like handing over power to NDC without a contest. Straight away. Because the noise we made, and I threw my own words back when I said NDC went to IMF because of mismanagement of the party, the government, or the economy. So if MPP is going to IMF, what am I going to say? what am I going to say? So, breaking the 8 is going to be tough. You cannot use the face of those who took us to IMF to break the 8. It won't work. My message to you is simple. You cannot read my lips, and I'm not scared of anybody in the party. I will tell you the gospel truth. It's the gospel truth. Those who take you to IMF cannot, this same face cannot break the 8. In Latin it says, verbum sapienti satis est. A word to the wise is enough. I'm very, very sad today when I saw the publication that we are going to IMF. You know, that is what Mahama was praying for. He's gotten his wish. It will not be easy. It will take hard work. So we should brace ourselves that there's a task ahead of us. Therefore, it's only unity that will let us sail through this breaking the 8.
Great. See, this is what demonstrates quality leadership. And it's very, very difficult to see things like this. And I'm a Ghana, some political establishment, why? And I office obey me standing up to this. On one party, mono. Obama Assembly to say, hey guys, let's look at the space. 1, 2, 3 may likely happen. Yam fine yeduma. Assembly si wakana not no. Talk about it. And then no. So that you heal the grounds, so that you create the confidence at the base, so that you can uplift others whose soul and spirit, body is weary. Other than that, then you go and sit there and do something otherwise. Really? Parties are minds are. No. Talk about now, baby, what I said some time ago, even now. The politics of setbacks and roadblocks. You can't. More politicians, more find you. The current Vice President, Dr. Bawumia, some time ago, told former President John Dramani Mahama something. When Mahama took the country to IMF, but say idea one mekasa asem na nkyere John Mahama obeka say okay Mahama dey or the Ghana ko IMF no due to whatever na we would have all known, but for the current Vice President Emma Yehu adeko a eye ma Mahama e the Ghana ko IMF. My question tonight would be to ask the office of the Vice President, say the chronicle of events that made Mahama to go to IMF now, are those events applicable today or otherwise? Question remain. Take a listen to him.
This is why we got into the IMF. You were spending too much relative to revenues, which is true. You were borrowing too much, which is true. Your external payments position has deteriorated, which is true. And so you ended up, your growth is reducing, which is true. So you ended up at the IMF, and the IMF would impose certain conditions, which is true. And if you don't do certain things right, the anchor will not hold. This is why we got into the IMF. You were spending too much relative to revenues, which is true. You were borrowing too much, which is true. Your external payments position has deteriorated, which is true. And so you ended up, your growth is reducing, which is true. So you ended up at the IMF, and the IMF would impose certain conditions, which is true. And if you don't do certain things right, the anchor will not hold.
Did you hear that? I'm just asking questions. I'm asking fair questions. With this, okay. Are these chronicle of event applying today? One day, Benya answers. But may they end, NDC MPP, listen to how Singapore managed to break the ice from a third world economy to the first world economy. Singapore, what is saying, South Korea, Singapore, Malaysia, what is saying, but Bissau, how we Singapore broke the ice from a third world economy now to first world. How did Singapore do it? Because position bi wo mu a nipa na yede ne kwhye ho no onim ho hwe unqualified, not even the academic background, but onim hwe wo ho, but still yede ne be kwa kwhye ho. Positions ni bebre wa lobby wetuaka. I'm telling you, Ghanaians, I'm not joking. I know, given the circumstance of what I know, may say one day I will do a Ghana Speaks on this. Positions, yeto ministerial portfolios, yeto ewo my way under NDC, under MPP. May say yeto they go and lobby no magic. On when him so who I work on I have recordings of some of these ministers. Ye di post man ko he ni fie ni je nko omo to party and adwono. Onim so ontimi nya hwe wo. Ontimi nko ye hwe. You're the Minister of Education, man. Only what it takes to drive the ministry. Yet, obeko akwaje. You didn't call energy. Only say energy. Only expertise. Yet, obeko akwaje. Why are we doing this? Me can not the nipa. Wamo se fata se so edi post ni maomu. Womu nim die. So mukoho. No, yenfema. Because only Godfather be wa bainim. Only Godfather be a. And this is what we have perpetuated against the consciousness of this country called Ghana. Onyankopon hu ye maboate. Me kan ne kra na kire ena wampe ena obuafu a ma obunfu, I don't care. Me kan ne kra na kire ena obuafu ena wo so wo ye den a, I don't care. I'll be here to do my job, services to God and mankind, and I don't lose anything. They be a mekasa asemechon meka ne kra no, and then the kra no will let me suffer consequences for it or thereof. Let it be, and let it be now. How dare you? You think I care? Eni amamuo ye sembe no. Omayo Onyankopon che bibia. Everything. Mika say, I quoted a while ago, we have over 250 billion deposit of the bauxite. Echa form. I don't know munko tu. Enche mo de be ma hwan Chinese for me boa. Onyankopon hu mo bonon kakai. This has been Ghana Speaks Tonight, brought to you by Franco Trading Enterprise. Konako diuja. All about electronics, all about air conditions, BBR phones, any. No mo de ma Rollins and Juan Tonesao. It was the era this country witnessed the largest public sector retrenchment. Anayante. Ankoyeni yante yehu. Namo sa technocrats for mudi on my ways. No money on my way. And to me say, after Rollins, any government be out the Ghana, be IMF. You failed. We fail. You better catch them. And then in time, she better both history. And what is our group in the Diana? You failed. You have failed. And Americano, you cannot say party no we fail. Party the entity. Why? The party would produce a candidate. NDC, when we produce a candidate, you don't know. Mahama Crow or friends Ghana ko IMF krano. Almost say fail in the back. So FPP must produce yet another leader. Sa leader no. Okuta different brain. Na make say produce a business-minded person. Case closed. Mopa see why mofa bebo ma mfa so dia yete ase na yehwe mo sini na chi no ni be Prof